I think that's the concern of every speaker who comes and speaks, right? For me, that's not a concern. Am I visible? That's my biggest concern, because every time I speak, I see people looking through the shoulders of people sitting in front of them like this. Where is this voice coming from? So that is why I started using the stage. Otherwise, I'm not used to using stage. I just stand in one place and talk. Just to make people feel comfortable, I kind of take 2 steps here. So people at the back row will be comfortable. Yeah, I can see the speaker now. So we have many reasons for what we are doing, right? And it so happens that people will think, okay, oh wow, he's using the stage properly. But the hidden agenda is, I want people to see me properly. So that's my first suggestion to you. I don't give advices. You know Socrates, the great philosopher, his only job was to go around giving advices. People later poisoned him. So never give advices to people. Only give suggestions and left to them to take it or not. So you're just 12 meetings old? Okay, the youngest club that I'm attending. So it's nice to be in a college. And if you've gone and attended a Toastmasters meeting in VIT, you must. If you ever get a chance, I would recommend that you go to VIT college and attend one of their 10 clubs in that campus. They have 10 clubs, all right? So they have 2 areas. I think they're about to get another area. They already formed one area. So that's how powerful Toastmasters can be. Like you, they started one club. People started realizing the value of Toastmasters, especially in a college, and people starting more clubs, and right now there are 10 clubs. And I sincerely wish more colleges like you start Toastmasters, because this is the right time for people to start speaking. This is the right time. You all should be so proud of yourself for sitting here. And I heard your college is over today and you're supposed to be at Satyam Theatre watching the 1 o'clock show. And you guys are sitting here and listening to an idiot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you're doing something great for your future. And you need to definitely pat yourself, right? Because if I was studying in this college and if there was a forum like this, I would have never attended this. Because I'm so shy, nervous. I don't know much English. During my college times, I used to share this story with everybody. My English was pathetic. But when I joined my first job, the only thing that was required for me was English, not technical knowledge. I had done my engineering and computer science and bits planning, but nothing helped me get a job. And when I got into an IT company, the only job that I got was a marketing job. And you know what marketing guys do, right? Kaila pai, kaduthala tai, vaila poi. Right? It's a very difficult job. It's a very difficult job. Smarter, but you have to open your mouth and cook stories about a product that never existed and convince buyers to buy it. Very difficult, right? And I used to do that job and I failed miserably. I've written the story on Facebook and LinkedIn about how miserable my first job was. But I still consider my first boss as my godfather. Because I thought he will throw me out of the job in 2 days. He kept me for 5 years. Every time I come back to the office failing to do my job, he still kept me. I still don't know. It is 25 years since I went to my first job. I still don't know why he kept me in that job. But things happen. Sometimes miracles happen. I still think that is a miracle. But that experience helped me a lot because it was in that company way back in July 11th, 1992. How many of you are born then? Okay, great. All right. So that's when I started my English course, self-service course. Nobody was there to teach me. My parents didn't know English. So who will teach you? And who can take the initiative to teach you? So I told 3 of my very close friends in my office. One was Lokesh, another one was Kumar, another one was Rangaswamy. The only criteria to become my close friend was no English. These 3 guys did not know English and we became very close friends. So on July 11th, I told them, guys, from today we will speak English. They all burst out laughing. You mean we? And we used to speak broken English. But we went to that tea shop under the tree opposite to brilliant tutorials in T Nagar. And we started our first lesson. I picked up a Hindu newspaper. I picked it up for 75 paise. And then I pulled it out and started reading really loud. But you need motivation when you do something. So these 3 guys with the tea glass were shaking their head. As if they understood what I was reading. But that was kind of a motivation for me. And that is how our English classes started. To cut the story short, we've been learning English every day from then on, one word a day. The meaning, the pronunciation, the usage. And those days, no Google. We hired a Tamil English dictionary, and Rangaswamy was very good in Tamil. He had done just MCOM those days, and he did some debit and credit. That's all he knew. And he was a translator. So we used to understand English through Tamil. And my Tamil was also bad. My mother tongue was Malayalam, that was pathetic. So all my languages were bad. So I don't know how I survived, but somehow I sailed through the college and then got here. Two of us out of the 4 people still continue this ritual of learning a word a day, and I'm one of them. 25 years we've been learning one word a day, and you must be thinking, wow, this guy must be a Shakespeare. No way. I hardly remember probably 20-25% of the words that I've learned, but the rest 75% I think is in my subconscious mind. It's lying there. Someday it might come out. So for me, the teaching that I did to myself today is helping me. So my second suggestion to you is, you can be a great orator. Like for example, I ask you to come here and speak in Tamil, I'm sure you will get it. But English we are little hesitant. Why? Because the language is not as proficient as our mother tongue, right? We all think in our mother tongue, or the language that is very comfortable for us. Today Rangaswamy is in Kenya. He has not studied anything beyond MCOM. He is a CFO of a very large group in Kenya, and he manages billions of dollars worth transactions every day. And this guy, whenever he comes to Chennai, he tells me, Jayan, if you did not start this exercise in 1992, I wouldn't be where I am supposed to be today. I have not done anything beyond MCOM. The only thing that I learned was English, and that too through you. I feel great listening to this. Did I know that 25 years from then, we will be here? No. I didn't know, because I have wanted to survive in my marketing job. I knew English is what is going to take me forward. That's why I started learning. And let me tell you, we all are manufactured to learn languages very quickly. For example, you all go and stay in Andhra Pradesh. Within a month or 2, you will pick up Telugu. I picked up Hindi when I went to Delhi. My Hindi was worse. And I was studying in Rajasthan. I couldn't even converse with the mess guy who comes and gives the dishes, right? And I still remember there used to be a green chutney they give with samosa. Sorry? There was a green chutney that used to give. I didn't know how to tell him. I didn't know green chutney, what do they tell? I said, Bacha Singh, his name I still remember, shorter guy. And Bacha Singh, I said, Bacha Singh, idhar aao. Goda ka wo leke aao. Goda no horse. So I said, Goda ka wo leke aao. That guy was like stunned. Because he was trying to decipher what did I just tell. And suddenly there were like a couple of North Indians sitting right next to me, and they burst into laughter. And that's when I thought, for me, I'm struggling to get the chutney. I didn't even know that it was something humorous, weird, nothing. You know, when you're put in a desert, you want to somehow get out of it, you will use all your weaponry to come out of it. That was my weaponry that day. Goda ka wo leke aao, Goda ka wo leke aao. He's like stunned like this. Then somebody said, wo hara wala chutney leke aao. Right? So that's the struggle I had. So language is very important. Please start now. Please start now. If you're not good in one language, it's okay. It's okay. We all know, not all of us are experts in everything, but language is something that's going to take you places. Example Rangaswamy. Example Rangaswamy. I keep talking about Rangaswamy. He doesn't even know there is one guy talking about him so much across all platforms that I go to. Because this is very important for me. And Rangaswamy keeps telling me, man, I should gift you something. I'll buy you a car. I said, relax, man. The guy is so emotional when he talks about that exercise that we started. Again, Kumar, who was from Tambram, and he was the only guy, city guy, but again outskirts those days. He currently is heading shared services in Mindtree, Bangalore. Okay, he has already got 2-3 awards from the organization for being the best leader in that space. And even he tells me, I can't even imagine 1992 where we are and where we are right now. And it is definitely this English. Forget communication skills, leadership skills. I don't know what you're here for. Please stuff that outside. If your base is not fine, you can't build anything. That's a Vadivel joke, right? Another. Correct. So you need to strengthen that. And you don't get a chance here to strengthen that outside. Every day one word. Can you learn? Please do that from tomorrow morning. Okay? And second doubt all of you have, enna mudiyuma? Can I come here and talk? So some of you might have that confusion in your mind. Oh my God, see the way he's talking. I used to sit like this and wonder about people who talk. I still remember like this in a demo meeting 2006 in my organization. I used to work for a company called Computer Science Corporation. I was sitting at the end, 10th row, and 175 people in an auditorium like this. They were doing a demo meeting of Toastmasters. I was just blinking. I don't know, there is a Toastmaster of the day, there is a timer, there is our counter, there is grammarian, ellarkum or role. I was like wondering, what the hell are these guys doing? Suddenly this guy called Table Topics Master, one old man came and stood and said, okay, table topics, I'll give you a topic, you come and speak. I was like, how do people speak here without even preparing? And then he was looking at me. Come here. I was the last. How did he even find me? And it's like at this size, how was it? So you know something called fate, right? So that is how. I was tensed and I was slowly walking. I came here, stood, he gave me a piece of paper. He said, here. I just read that. I didn't even understand that it was English. No tension. Then I lifted my head. 174 people staring at me. That's the biggest problem for any speaker, right? You come and start, everybody is expecting you to speak. You think you will be able to even open your mouth? But looking at the way these guys are staring, nothing was coming out. I immediately bent down, gave the slip. Sorry, sir. I walked back. Thunderous applause. I said, what did I do? That's another funny thing about Toastmasters. For everything they clap. Thunderous applause, and I was feeling a little hesitant. I thought maybe they're mocking at me. But after the meeting, this guy came, put his arms around my shoulder and said, Jayan, fantastic man. I said, sir, I didn't even do anything. But you had the courage to get up from your chair and walk the 10 steps, come and stand here. That's the first step. I said, wow, not bad. That's why people applauded for you. There are many people out of that 175, many people who have never got the courage to get up from the seat. You came up. The very next week, another meeting, I sat 5 chairs, rows front, hoping that he will see me. Same table topics master, he saw me, I was smiling at him. He said, come here. This time, koncham confidence, walk like. I came here, stood, he gave me the slip, I knew it was English. I read that. And without lifting my head, if I lift my head, I'll freeze. So without lifting my head, said, oh, the topic for today is, what if you are the CEO of this company? Blank. And I slowly lift my head. Same faces, same stare, same tension. I immediately gave the slip. Sorry, sir. Gave back. I went back to my seat. Thunderous applause. And this time I was kind of feeling nice. Okay, these guys are applauding me for something. Again, this guy came, put his arms around my shoulder and said, Jayan, this is fabulous. I said, what happened? You read the topic, man. I said, wow. That's interesting. He said, that's the second step. You don't get anything overnight. You go step by step. You are in the right place, right time, doing the right thing. For me, it was very motivating. The very next week, I was in the first row. And the table topics master failed to see me. Never sit in the first row. If you really want to improve communication, go at the back. Because speakers hardly focus on the people sitting in the front. I was like, sir, me. He refused. I was very disappointed that week. Third week, I was disappointed. And the very fourth week, I said, this time I'm doing. Just before the meeting started, I went to the table topics master and said, you're calling me. And my name is Jayan. And as soon as he started, first speaker, come here. And people expected me to read the topic, fold it, and give it to me. So everybody is expecting. I took the topic, I spoke for 1 minute. I can't believe 1 minute, and people were like stunned. Hey, I thought you'll finish it in 3 seconds. And I was surprised that I could do it. And I was just looking back those 3 weeks and I wondered, what did you do? What did you learn? So that you could come here and speak for 1 minute. Nothing. I actually found a confident me in
inside me. Did I learn anything? No. I found one guy hiding inside me and happily sleeping. I said, Endra. And he came out. I didn't speak that day. This guy inside me came out and spoke. Now you need to find the real you who's sleeping inside. And it is sleeping all the time inside us. The courage is to go wake that you in you. I keep telling this to everybody. Our counter, are you guys used to our counting? Yes. That's the biggest challenge in communication. Imagine I come here, stand here today, humorous, I don't know, so I think 4 minutes you'll walk away. This is the worst form of communication. And what you're doing in Toastmasters is fine-tuning your speaking ability. You're not learning anything new. You're actually cutting off things. We have a lot of baggage in us. And why do we use this filler words and ahs and ums? Because your thought is not coming to your mouth properly. Somewhere something is happening. Only 4 inches. If you can just fine-tune that, it will freely flow. And I started learning this art of cutting off ahs and ums and unwanted words from my speech. The very first time I was rattled when the R counter read out his report was when I had given a table topic speech for 2 minutes. And the guy came out and read his report. He said, Jayan, you had 47 hours. Now 48 words is. And I don't know how he had 47 hours and people started laughing. That was very demotivating for me. And that day I decided I'm somehow going to crack this, man. I went to my mentor. Mentor said, no, you start learning how to knock off ahs and ums. I said, where is the learning? Is there a course material that I can refer to? He said, no. You play the role of an R counter. Then you would know. Then I started taking R counter's role meeting after meeting. People were fed up and they tried giving me many other roles. I said, no, I'm the R counter. From that day, I became the R counter for the rest of my life. Meaning inside Toastmasters and outside Toastmasters. Whenever my wife picks up an argument, I become an R counter. You know, the argument just fizzles out. She'll be shouting at the pitch of her voice, I'll be counting out. So I'm not listening to what she's saying. I'm only listening to the ahs and ums and I'm smiling. These wives get really annoyed when husbands smile when they're shouting, right? But that is how I become it. Every time I see an interview happening on television, I become an R counter. Like Sachin Tendulkar, he's being interviewed. Sachin, you made a big difference in today's match. How did you do it? The pitch was great. I don't know where that well came from. Was it necessary there? Well, what does well mean? 2 things. Well is being fine. And another thing is what? Kanaru. But why those 2 things don't fit here? How would you answer that? Now, have you guys heard people say Vandu a lot? Even in Hindi they use
that. Actually, it happened. Ashita is said because so many times Sajan and Dams, no. So when the teachers were teaching on the class, she started counting.
Ask. And then, yes, that's the best way to follow that. Every time everybody is teaching, especially in college, but don't laugh when they're teaching. Then don't cite me, okay? That day one man came, he said he will do this. So unwanted fillers, pick it up.
Phone.
He dropped it and left it thinking that the whole life is gone. Oh, gone.
No, he was waiting for someone to go.
Oh, help Acha. Okay, fine. So, all okay? Alright, fine. So become an R counter for the rest of your life. And when you become an R counter, when you see somebody using ahs and ums, do you know what the you inside you is telling you? The you inside you is telling you, don't be like him or her. Don't be like him or her. And you know what your brain does? Next time it will tell you not to use ahs and ums. And that is how you learn. Many times we learn from negativity. Have you attended a robbery class? Robbery? Class conference. Imagine they announce tomorrow full page ad. Come learn for 1 hour how to rob. Will you guys go and attend? No.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, super. Okay. And there is another advertisement saying that we want all students of Panimala to come and attend How to Fail. Would you attend?
Yes, sir.
We are experts.
They're anyway failing.
They are experts.
Super. Right? So,
That
unfortunately,
should be pass.
the ad should be
Pass.
pass.
Subject. How to
How to pass. Then everybody will rush. Okay, and okay, let's not get into that. Right? So, we are shying away from negativity. And that is where the learning is. Especially, that's what I personally feel. And never shy away from negativity. Because every time somebody comes here and speaks, you might be thinking, he doesn't even know how to talk, man. Look at the way he's keeping his hand. His English is also bad. He doesn't know body language. He doesn't use the stage. That's what, and you're wondering, why am I sitting here? I speak better than him. He's actually teaching you something. How not to be. How not to be. Very important learning. Imagine everybody comes and does really well and you are excited about it. And for you, that's the formula of being great. You really don't know what it means to be not doing certain things that will irritate the audience. So every time somebody comes, keep thinking, what am I learning? Oh, his body language is not good. I'm not going to do this. If you keep telling your brain, no, your brain will automatically refrain from making you do that. That's how the hour count works. Today from 47, my hours have come down to maybe 5 or 6. And I'm really glad that worked. But looking back, how did I learn? I became an hour counter for the rest of my life. I kept counting hours and ums everywhere. My boss talks to me, I count. He'll be telling me, you don't have a promotion this year. I'll still be smiling because he used 3 hours. So this is how you learn. So Toastmasters is a forum where they don't give you a success formula. And all of us think, wow, I can better my communication skills. No way. No way. There's nothing like communication skill teaching. I'm sorry, there's nothing called communication skill teaching. And I don't know whether I cited this example last time when I was here. It is very similar to swimming. Because we are manufactured to do certain things in life. And communication is one of them. And we are the only mammals on earth who can communicate with words. No other animal. Do you agree with me? They all make noises. And they still communicate really well as compared to the humans, right? Only problem is the mouth. That is what will put us in trouble every time. Right? So we are manufactured to communicate. So what is wrong? Now what is wrong is our ability to articulate, our ability to influence, our ability to negotiate. And it all depends on how you communicate. We all communicate, but how you communicate. And that's what you practice here. Like articulation, for example, is, I don't know whether I cited this example here. When was I here? 2 years ago? Have you heard this dialogue called Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam?
Vivek's dialogue, sir. Yeah. Vivek's.
Yeah. What does it mean? Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam.
Yes, improvement.
Imagine I'm telling you. Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam. What does it mean?
Once good, now bad.
Sorry?
Once it was good, now it was bad.
Is it what my sentence says?
It means both positive and negative, sir. Can be taken as both.
I was bad and I became good also. Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam. So what am I doing? I'm communicating. Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam. And you guys are all shaking your head. And Dalai Lama, enna pesararu? Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam. Did I answer? Now you're right? I was great. I became, just by voice modulation, by some gestures, just by articulation, I was able to convey the meaning. Eppadi Irundavan Eppadi Aitam. Imagine one same line can mean 2 different things just by the way you articulate. And that is what you learn in Toastmasters. So don't keep thinking, wow, I'm good in English, I did my essay role properly, I did my president's address properly, wow, I'm fine. And everybody is clapping, I'm great. No, you're pathetic. In your own terms, you're pathetic. And never be satisfied with your performance. I keep telling people, never be satisfied. I'm never satisfied. Every time I come here, stand, talk, when I walk out, I say, shit, man. You know what? I tried something new, it didn't work. Every time I try something new. And many times it don't work. It doesn't work. Sorry, my English, bad. How many of you were in Daimler? Oh, some of you guys were there?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't recognize you guys that day. I thought you were part of Daimler. Young interns working in Daimler. I was like, wow.
If it is good.
I used a technique right at the beginning. Meaning I was telling them that every time I go to speak, the first thing I see is if there is a restroom around. And I rush to the restroom and do something very weird. And people are like, what is he going to tell me? And I said, I look at the mirror and do an exercise. And I got them to do that exercise with me. You want to do that with me? Yeah. How many of you shy here? Shy? Oh, nobody's shy? Somebody wants to come and dance? I will sing. Can you dance? You're not supposed to dance.
No, sir. They can do, sir. They are doing already. I said in the hostel days.
Oh, hostel now they do, right? So any of you can dance? I will sing.
Everybody was two pages of this dancer.
Wow. Right. See, slowly the skill is coming out. Why is not any of you not coming? So you claim that you are not shy, is it? So can you admit that you are shy? How many of you are shy? Raise your hands. Correct. If I was sitting there, I wouldn't even raise my hand. I'm that shy. No way. I'm very shy to raise my hand. At least you guys are like, not bad. This time let me raise. Why did you raise? Right? That is what is the first step that you got to do. And that day I tried something new there. I didn't know whether it will work, but I thought I'll try that. Because whenever I'm sitting there, I think, how do I start? How do I start? I should make these guys laugh. They've called me for a humorous speech. And if I don't have humor, everybody will be disappointed. The way these guys create a hype, That day I went to an organization, they said, he's a humorous king of Tamil Nadu. Right? And then I was under pressure. There were like 100 people sitting. I had to do some joke. And what I did was every company, they give a visitor card like this, right? And they have a very strong security process. I hate this. I went to a telecom company in one IT park. It was a long process. I had to write something, then I had to answer some questions, and then finally there was an iPad, and then he said, sir, go stand in front of that iPad. I said, for what? We are taking a picture. So I adjusted my blazer and I said, I stood there. And after that it went to an approval process for somewhere, and finally the ID card came. I saw my photo, 3 black lines. And they wasted 20 minutes of my time. I was like expecting, even my mother won't recognize that. And there were like at least 30 people who were visitors like me who were holding that ID card. I said, all of you look at your ID card. And when I was seeing myself on iPad, full color, all bright. And then when it came to a print, it was like this. I said, we'll challenge the security guys. When we go back, we will put all of this together, give it to the security guy and say, identify us. I told this and people started laughing because they could relate to it. 30 people who went through the same ordeal like me were able to relate to this, and they started laughing. The people who were working in that organization also could relate to it. All of them were seeing their ID card. Theirs was better because they stuck the photo that they gave. I said, don't do this to any visitor. That is how I started my speech. Humor, you don't have to go looking for humor. It is around you. The problem is we all are very serious in life. Exam, nothing, please. Hell with all these tensions. Study, learn, do your effort. But marks is not your headache. That's a professor's headache. Not your headache. Just finish the exam, go, enjoy. The marks is not going to define your future. But without effort, don't expect going to the temple, keeping the pen there. Sir, Allah put sir. And showing 100 rupees to him. What will happen? Any of you done that? I don't know. I've seen guys do this. I'm not mocking this, but that is how our psychology works. It is all psychology. If you think that it is going to work, fine. That is a booster for you. So have a booster for you. Every time you come here, have a booster for you. For me, the booster is, yes, I can do it. I can do it. Every time I walk in, I keep telling myself, I can do it. I can do it. There is something called an inner dialogue that happens in all of us. You know why? The inner you is sitting there, you will talk to him or her. Hey, Tammi, mudiyuma? Don't go. It is all the time. Correct? Martina Navratilova. You know her?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I know.
Yes,
Tennis
legend,
star.
tennis,
Who is
tennis legend.
Tennis legend, right? And she used to play even when she was 40 plus.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
A TV anchor came and asked her, Martina, how come you play even after 40? And she said, nothing great. The ball does not know my age. Think about it. Very profound. The ball does not know my age. Our problem is inner dialogue will tell, no, 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 no. Does the stage know whether you can speak well or not? The stage doesn't know how great a speaker I am or how bad a speaker I am. And that is where your inner dialogue gets sharpened. She's saying everything is in the mind. So what you need to do is, when you get an opportunity to talk anywhere, in front of an audience, you got to tell yourself, the inner you, man, we can do it. We will go rock, man. We are going to be, taking this audience on cloud 9 and make them flat. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு motivational speech inside. அது கொடுக்கலாமா தைரியமா? The inside you everything can happen. உள்ள வரும்போது ஐயோ, right? That is what you got to do. In fact, Garrett in his book Still Power, he has written a beautiful formula, and I keep reading that formula every time. I've written it on my mobile phone. Your performance is equal to your potential minus internal interference. Your performance is equal to your potential minus internal interference. Do you know what this internal interference is? That inner dialogue. You can't do, you can't do, you can't do. So your potential is there, but your performance, this will come and pull you down. All of us have this potential. Believe me, if I can speak, anybody can speak. I keep telling this to people. When I was like you in college, I can't even imagine coming and standing here. And looking back, I said, man, why didn't you do those days? No, I was shy. No, I thought I can't do it. I thought my English was bad. These were the things that were pulling me down. I started then sharpening my English. And today you ask me, is English difficult? No way. No way. If I were to give you an option to talk in mother tongue or English, you would probably prefer mother tongue, right? Because whichever language you are proficient with. And you will come and speak really well, right? Because the thoughts and the mouth coordination is so beautiful. It will work. It's the same way with English. And if you are all getting into a corporate world, and corporate world needs English. Sorry, I'm talking about English a lot because I strongly feel about that, because I took 25 years to come to this point, and you don't have 25 years with you. You just have 2 years. That 25 years for old men like us. Today the world is so fast. Technology is changing every other second. So you can't wait to sharpen your language. In fact, Carnegie Mellon University, there was a board which says that your technical skill will take you up